Hello, my name is Ari Bayuaji. I'm a visual artist based in Bali and Montreal. Weaving the Ocean project started during the pandemic in Bali, when Bali was shut down because of the global pandemic. There were so many people losing their job because in Bali everybody depended on tourism. Weaving the Ocean started because at the beginning I saw so many plastic ropes and other plastic garbage along the beach and the mangrove area in Bali where I lived. So I decided just to gather them together, and with the help of the community we cleaned the plastic ropes so that everybody could get some salaries, rice, cooking oil, and also eggs to survive in almost 2 years. There were so many plastic ropes that stuck on the roots of mangrove trees, and I could see that the plastic ropes has so many different kind of construction of plastic threads. That gave me an idea that the plastic thread has so much potential that we could do for something. So at the beginning I had no idea about weaving, but the most important thing it was to give some jobs to the people in the community so that they can do something rather than waiting for the tourists to come back. So at that time I just realized that the big plastic ropes that were used for fishing industries and also to tie the boats, those kind of things, they were really beautiful inside of it. So when we see this ugly green plastic ropes, actually inside there are so many kind of smaller plastic ropes with so many different colors and again in different construction. So when I saw these pieces, I decided to unravel them one by one, from the big one to the smaller ropes, and then from the smaller ropes I unraveled them until it became a very fine plastic threads. And after I collected lots of them and I showed it to the people in my community, and then we decided just to unravel many plastic ropes that we found from the beach. After we unraveled the plastic ropes to become a very fine plastic threads, and then we roll the plastic threads onto recycled bottles. The plastic ropes we found usually not that long, so we had to create knots to create a very long threads, and then we roll it little by little so that we can have a good amount length of plastic threads to prepare the weaving process. We are using traditional Balinese ikat technique, so it's quite wide. It is very complicated weaving techniques because we have so many knots. So to extend the plastic threads, we have to create knots one by one. So sometimes the knots always stuck in the shuttle of the loom, so it makes the process really long. And also because we are using very fine cotton threads, it's very often the plastic threads cut the cotton threads because of the strength of the plastic threads. Usually with just normal woven, like textile, it took around 1 month for this length, but this specific artworks actually took longer than that, because for example this is made by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 pieces. So I did a lot of experimental how to present the weaving materials and also the textile itself by creating different compositions and also using different technique of stitching and put things together. This sculpture titled the Rangda, and this sculpture actually constructed with a wooden mask, a traditional sacred Balinese wooden mask, and then with the hair we use thousands and thousands plastic threads that we could not use as a weaving materials because it's too thick or because it's too short. So we are trying not to waste the plastic that we could not use anymore for weaving materials. So I decided to create the sculptures. So with the traditional technique in Bali, usually they use like a fiber, the plant fiber, like from palm trees or pandanus tree, but this one I decided to use the plastic threads. It's very dramatic because we try to use many different colors, and also we create hairs that much more than usual. The sculptures here actually is also made of plastic. So it's in the shape of the corals. We decided to melt the plastic rubbish that not only plastic ropes but different kind of plastics, that we melted them and then we created mold in the coral shape so that we can produce this kind of coral plastics.